Okay, right here is a panel I was given for free by Rob from Spikes Auto, or Spikes Crash Repairs. He's an excellent, fantastic painter that I know. He's donated this to me, and I asked him about that, and doing this for research and development purposes. What I've been up to, and what I'll be up to now for this spring and summer season that's upcoming, will be to actually perfect an orange peel removal system by rotary polisher. So what I've got here is I've managed to find some new style pads out of Asia. These are a velvet pad and a denim style pad, very much like a jeans material pad. And I bought their polish, but I didn't really like it. It reminded me a lot of that old school Freckler that's really claggy, so I didn't like that. It was a bit too much of a burn risk with that stuff, didn't like it. So I've gone to the Expert single polish system, the Expert Ultra 1000, which is technically it's a compound, but actually it's very much like System 1, where you can actually do 3 to 5 steps with anything from wall down to a 80 ppi foam and get a fantastic result with the one product. And I've been working on my orange peel system here on just this area right here. Now down here what I've basically done on this panel is I've decontaminated it with the Finish Care decon system. I've clayed it with step 2 of that Finish Care system, even though it does eat clay bars a bit. It certainly does work well. Then I've clayed it again with washed it again with Glare Ultra Wash, and I've gone through and done a wipe down with a product out of the refinishing industry that gravitates into the pores of the paint and the substrate and cleans the shit out of it. Takes all the silicone out and everything else. So down here I've just polished this area with a 4-inch pad on the rotary, just to get this up to a decent level so you can see a comparison between the two. Now this camera that I've got is absolutely shocking when it comes to hiding orange peel. It's extremely good at doing that. I can tell you that the peel in this panel is a lot worse than what you actually can see. It's absolutely atrocious. Now Commodore VE paint tends to be a little bit on the sticky side, just a tad. The clear is okay, not laid down very well. Right here in this section is where I've done it, and I've been working at 1200 RPM to 1500 and then going back down slowly, slower and slower and slower. And that's basically the result. If I get back a bit here and show you a few different angles, you can just see how much flatter that is, and I'll zoom right in. There is a little bit of peel left, so there's no guarantee it's going to be 100% removal like sanding, but the good thing is it's actually safer than sanding, I reckon, because you can see the peel removing before your very eyes, and you don't end up with all that sanding damage when you use papers. So just this section has been done. Over here it's all original factory peel, hasn't been touched at all. So I've taken it down, and I can tell you the reflection difference from the rest of the panel to this section is massive. I mean, I've always believed that you get so much more colour and more clarity and reflection quality when you get rid of the peel, when you take it down by at least half. So it really does give a beautiful silky finish. Now the damage that these pads can leave behind can be a little bit high. That's pretty much what's left after I've done it. With the wrong technique, you can definitely leave a lot of swirls. But what I'm going to do after this, once I turn the camera off, is I'm going to use the Surbuff pads on that section with the random orbital polish that I've got. I will be getting a Flex DA again for this. I'm going to buy another one. I'll be doing it with that, but I'm going to surf buff it, then I'm going to foam it with the random orbital, or I might even use the rotary to dual the paint and then go to the orbital afterwards. I'm not going to use a rotary with a wall pad like the guys in Asia are saying to do, because on that size area a surf buff pad on my random orbital spinning at 10,000 orbits per minute is going to do the job a lot better than a wall pad without the damage. So there you go. Now my next video I'll be actually demonstrating this system in the flesh so that you guys have proof. You are totally convinced that this can be done. Now I haven't mastered the technique for this yet. The denim pads are definitely stronger than the velvet, so they're more recommended for the refinish custom paints or hard paints. The velvet ones can get very hot if you don't keep lubricating them. Spray them down nicely first with some water or some no rinse, and then keep that going as you're working it. I do also have another product from a company called 4-Star in Florida, which I used to buy gear from years ago, which I'm working with as a lubricant for the pad, and also to make the abrasive work better and not leave as much damage in terms of the actual pad and the polish as well. But there you go. So that's the Expert Ultra 1000 with the velvet pad, and the result that's been achieved right there. Okay, I'll be back with a lot more videos very soon, and thanks for watching, and there'll be a lot more new technology stuff coming out of this place very soon.